Everyone tells you to become rich and successful in life, you have to be consistent, you have to be disciplined, maintain yourself, earn money online from 1,000 ways. You can do this, you can do that. But nobody exactly tells you how to earn money, how to become rich, how to create income resources from zero. All those motivational videos about believe in yourself, have faith, be consistent, and be disciplined feels only good until the point when you actually have to do the groundwork on practical terms. So, yes, in this video, I am going to give you 10 ways how you can instantly become rich and create your own income resources. So, keep watching. Welcome to the We Mindset, and all you need to know about me is I am going to transform you into the best version of yourself and attract everything you want in life. So, here are the 10 ways you can create income resources, but also at the same time, resources and ways to become instantly rich in life. Number one, solve a problem that people will pay for. This point is about if you want to become a business person or an entrepreneur and you want to become instantly rich. Because let's speak on ground reality. If you want to earn a basic income source, you can do it with the job. But if you want to become actually rich and wealthy, then of course business is the way. So solve a problem that people will pay for. You know what businesses are the most successful? Where they solve people's problem and that's why people are paying for them. I'll give you an example. Let's take an example of Zepto and Blinkit and Big Basket, all these fast delivery grocery platforms that deliver you anything that you want in grocery, and now it has transformed into so many things within 5 to 10 minutes, right? What exactly they have done to gain so many customers in such less time, right? They solved people's problems, and that too, you will be lucky and you will be earning more if you solved a problem which people face in their daily life. Now people face problems that they had to go to the shops and stores to figure out, make a list, and then go and buy the grocery items, and sometimes they find it, sometimes they don't, and then they have to separately go to a different place to buy fruits and vegetables, and then they have to go to a separate shop which is the medical shop to get their medicines and everything else. What they did, they placed all these things in one platform, and that too, people now don't have to drive to some place and go out and then buy and figure out all those things. All those hustle are now over. All they have to do is they have to open their phone and they have so many categories, literally everything, fruits, vegetables, grocery, everything on their phone. What they have to do, they have to just click shop, pay, and that all those items will be right at their doorstep within 5 to 10 minutes. And that is why these are such successful businesses in India. Zepto, even Swiggy, Zomato, like people do not want to go out. They do not want to put efforts, get dressed, and go out to eat just because they feel like eating something out. So now they can just order and it will be to your doorstep within 15 to 20 minutes. So that is why these are the most successful businesses. Why? Because they solved people's problems that they faced on a daily basis. So if you have to become such rich and wealthy person, you have to create a really good income source. Solve a problem that people will pay for. Number two, sell high value skills instead of your time. Now, see, when a person is doing a basic call center or some kind of a basic 9 to 5 job, even though they are not really highly skilled, but they are giving their time. They are giving, literally, they wake up in the morning at 7 8 a.m. and they come back at home at night 8 p.m. But are they making worth the money? No, I don't think so. That's why instead of selling your time, you should build skills in yourself which are high paying skills. That are those kind of people are paid more in comparison to the people who just go to a 9 to 5 job. Now, what kind of high paying skills you can learn as a beginner? Let's take an example of content writing, social media management, and digital marketing, also website designing and in the IT industry sector. What you can do is you can start from basic. There are so many AI courses available because AI is actually taking over everything. So yes, people want certain kind of people who are really an expert at creating AI content, whether it is a website, whether it is content, whether it is any writing scripts or videos or any form of work. So you have to learn AI courses, and the time period is so less. You can literally learn any kind of AI course within 1 or 2 months and you can become an expert. Then what you have to do is you can create your resume and you can mention all these things. And then what people are going to do is people are going to give you certain tasks. You are not going to be stuck in a 9 to 5 job. You are going to be paid for your skill. People are going to give you a task that this work I have and I want you to do that. I want you to develop all these things for me. And then you're going to do that and then they're going to pay you for that. And that is a really nice paying work that you can do as a freelancer. Same with social media management, social media creating content, and also content writing. See, you can learn a basic content writing course from any website you can find on social media. You can do that course. Now you have a skill. You can be a content writer, and now you can mention that skill and you can approach people or any social media brands or pages that you want to, or they can approach to you from the apps and websites of job applications. Now what you're going to do is you're going to write content for them and then they are going to pay you. And believe me, you have no idea how highly content writers are paid these days. Yes, same is with social media management. Do a course of social media management. Then you can get some clients and you can manage the social media. And the more experience you have with this, the more highly you get paid. So yes, these are 2, 3 things which I had in mind. So I'm going to tell you this. But other than this, there are so many, specifically in IT and digital marketing field. There are so many courses which you can do of Java and Python and so much of all that, and AI courses. And that is, people pay literally so much to the people who are actually an expert at this. So this is how you can get paid for a high skill instead of giving your time, which is not even a good income source. Number 3, build an audience, then monetize it. Now, this is mainly about social media content creation, whether it is YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. You can become a creator, which is literally in your own hands because you can literally pick up your phone and just begin. I will explain you how. Choose 1 or 2 topics that you can speak greatly at or you have so much knowledge about. It could be entertainment, news, media, fashion, cooking, and maybe technological platforms. You have so much knowledge about gaming, software development, or any kind of like several variety, whatever is your niche. Choose 1 or 2 topics that you have great knowledge about. Like you can literally tell people that, oh no, you can do it like this, not that, this is better, not that. And then you can form your own YouTube or Instagram page and you can share your knowledge through that page. And yes, that's how you can monetize it. So build your audience, build a community that trusts you and for your content, and then you can earn money from it because many brands are going to approach you and they pay you to promote them. Also on YouTube, you get paid directly from YouTube. So you can do it that way. Number 4, raise your prices confidently. Now, this point is for a people who have already built something, but they are not earning enough from it. I would suggest that if you have a skill which you are really good at, like you can give the best in it, I want you to raise your price to a point where you are getting exactly the amount that you deserve. For example, you have been working hard, but people are not paying you because you're not asking for it. Yes, you can always find your people. People pay so much to some people for a really basic skill. Why? Because they charge that way. For example, I will give you, let's say there is a very high follower influencer, and that influencer has millions of followers or thousands of lakhs of followers. Now, that influencer is charging 2 to 3 lakhs for a 30-second video? Do you think that even though whatever amount of efforts are put in that video, it is worth 2 3 lakhs? Maybe if they have made a really good video, but not up to that point, because nobody I see on Instagram is putting that kind of efforts. They make a basic promotion video and then they get 2 to 3 lakhs paid for it. Why? Because they have value. They value themselves and they value the skill that they have developed in themselves, and that's why they charge accordingly. So that's why I want you to raise your price confidently and never hesitate in that. Number 5, learn sales. It's so important because money follows persuasion. Now, what do I mean by this? I mean that if you know how important it is for you to have an amazing communication skills and convincing power, because if you have a combination of these two, if you are great at communicating no matter who it is, and secondly you are great at convincing people to whatever you say, you are great at convincing people to buy whatever you want, you are an expert and you can win literally in anything in life, no matter what it is. How? I will tell you. Example, you launch your own product. You already have communication skills, you already have convincing skills. You can literally sell it to people. That's why it is so important to know sales marketing, how to sell to anyone. That is why, haven't you heard that in most of the interviews of some jobs, they ask you, sell me this pen? Why do they ask you? Because they are testing your skills, because that's the kind of people they want. And that is why I want you to work on your communication skills. There are several ways to do that, which I can put it out. You can comment on the video below. If you want to be a great at communication skills and great at convincing powers, I will make a separate video on this topic, that how you can improve your communication skills and how you can network with people confidently without feeling hesitant at all. So do comment below if you want a video for it. So you can develop great communication skills, and if you developed great convincing power, like you can convince anyone to buy anything, you are already a winner. Trust me. Just monetize your skills. Just do something. Number 6, invest early, not emotionally. Now, if you are a kind of person who want to grow your money by investing your money, this is another way how you can become rich and wealthy, by investing your money at the right places and in the right platforms. How you can do that? Do not invest emotionally. What do I mean by that is, let's say for example, a random person just introduced you that, investing is so good, trading, stock market, so good, you are going to earn so much money from that, it is such a good investment. And just by getting hyped up from those emotions of another person, you decided to do it for yourself. No, chances are you're going to lose in it, because you're going to lose your money. So unless you have enough knowledge about it, don't invest. I will give you a safe option. Your safe options are mutual funds, LICs, and SIPs. These are your safe platforms because your money is safe for the long-term investment in these platforms. And that is how you can you can grow your money, but also keeping it safe. Do not go into trading and investment unless you have complete knowledge, or at least enough knowledge about it. Also some online platforms, which is you can literally start investing money with an amount like 50 to 100 rupees. How? You can do it on Paytm, you can do it on Grow. These are the two platforms which I am aware about, but I also know that there are so many platforms which you can start investing your money by just a small amount like 30 rupees, 50 rupees, and that's how you can grow slowly in this. Of course, when I tell you that becoming rich instantly, I'm telling you the ways that can make you instantly rich. But even if it is a good way, it takes a little bit time, because you are not the kind of person who already know everything. You are a beginner trying to learn things, trying to become rich. So of course it will going to take you a little bit time. You cannot expect that after watching this video, tomorrow you're going to become rich, or in a week you're going to become rich. No. And even if you think that in a week of watching, if someone is telling you that watch my video and you're going to become rich in a week, no. You have to learn through this. You have to grow through this process. Number 7, a very important point. Create assets, not just income. Now, if you want to live a basic life and you want to fulfill your basic desires and wishes, having an income resource is enough for you. But if you want to become rich and wealthy, the kind of life you manifest and you desire, you dream of, it is not going to happen with one job. For that, you have to create several income resources, and for that, you also have to create assets, because you cannot tell me that a person is rich but they don't have assets. They always do. Now, what kind of assets? Number one, house rental investment. You can invest in properties, which is property rental, but only the commercial ones. Now you can rent it out. You now also have a property, plus two, now you also have a side income source. So that is called an asset. When you also have that property, you own it, but now you're also plus amount you're earning money from it because you have given for rental business. So now you also have a business of yourself in kind of a way. So that is how you can create an asset. Number two, gold investment. Gold, silver is a great investment, and that's why it's called an asset, because today, whatever the amount you're going to buy the gold in, tomorrow or in future in some time, of course it's going to double, because it always and always keeps increasing. There is never going to be a time, of course I'm not going to say this, that there is never going to be a time, but not now at least, there's not going to be a time where like gold will be like losing money. It is always an investment, so invest in gold. Now, number three is a very interesting one out in this category, which is you can have or buy properties in the tourist location in your country or wherever you live. Just search that what are the number top or one, two locations where people go the most to for vacations and traveling. And then you can buy a property over there, and then you can rent it on Airbnb. And now you are also having a property at a tourist location, and you are also earning money from it through Airbnb. So you can put it on Airbnb in that way. Number four is one more safe way. If you want long-term investment and long-term money saving options, FDs are a beautiful and the best option for you. So definitely go for that. Number eight, network in rooms richer than you. What it means is, have you seen that usually as a human psychological behavior, we like to be the best in the room. We like to be like, I am only going to be friends with people who I can outshine. It happens. It is in human nature. Like when you are in the room, you always want to be the best. You always want to be at the top, and you always feel like outshining others, which is somewhere an okay trait to be a good, successful person, but not a wise choice. I'll tell you, you cannot become a top boss person unless you have this knowledge. The people who are at the top, why they are at the top and why they are so free, they are so liberated, is because they hire people who are more smart and more intelligent than them, so that their business can run without them. And that is why that's what you call a successful business person. You are not a successful business person if your business cannot run without you. You are not. Because if you always have to be there, then what's the point? That is how you go for a job. You always have to be there. If you cannot hire people who are more smart and intelligent than you because you feel insecure, then you can never become successful in business. Because that's how smart people work. That is the difference between being smart and between being intelligent. Smart people hire intelligent people, and that's why they are smart for a reason. So for you to become rich, you have to be in rooms where people are more smart and more intelligent than you, so that you can learn things from them. Unless you are able to do that, you can never become successful in life, because you're always going to feel underconfident, you're always going to feel insecure, and that is why you'll never be able to do that. If you are in a room and you are the most intelligent and the most smartest person, then you are not in the right room. You're not in the right room, because why are you in that room? What are you doing there? You are learning nothing from there, in that being in that room. That is why network in rooms that are smarter, richer, more intelligent than you so that you can increase your knowledge and earn more, become more better and successful. Stop spending to look rich and start creating a life that is rich. That is, I said in one more video of mine, which is you don't want to become rich, you just want to look rich. There's a difference. There are people who actually want to become rich. And you know what? One thing that they do? They do not care whether anybody thinks that they are rich or not. They don't care. And then there is another category of people who want to just look rich in front of people. Even though inside their house the conditions are trashy, they want to wear a really expensive watch, they want to wear the most expensive clothes, they want to have an expensive luxury car or a bag, just so that they can look rich in front of their relatives, in front of their parents, in front of their friends, in front of everybody on social media. Even though they are not rich, they have bought literally everything on EMIs, which is not a bad way, but everything on EMI, like loans and EMIs, nothing. That is not rich. That is, you are just doing things to look rich. The real rich people don't do it that way. Stop spending your money to look rich in front of people and start investing that money in the right places to actually become rich. Now, the last point, think long term and act daily. Again, the point has come back to the last point. Of course, I'm going to say consistency and discipline. Whenever you tend to spend money or whatever you make choices in your life, whatever you do, think long term. That if today I do this, how is it going to impact me in the next 1 year or in the next 2 or 5 years? How is it going to improve my life? Whether you are spending habits, whether you're investing habits, whether you're saving habits, or whether it's your lifestyle, whatever choices you make in your career and anything else in life, just ask yourself before making that decision, how is it going to impact my life in the next 2 to 5 years? Ask yourself. And another point of this point, act daily. If you want to become successful in something, you have to do it daily. You have to act daily. You have to become the most successful, best version. You have to act like the version that is already successful, which is again manifestation. So do that if you actually want to become rich. So yes, here are the 10 ways how you can instantly become rich and successful in life. So if you like this video, please do tell me in the comment section. And also, if you want to make me a video on any separate topic amongst this video or any other topic that you want me to, just comment below and comment your views. I would love to hear your views and I'd love to talk to you all in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do subscribe to my channel if you want to become the best version of yourself and attract everything you want in life. Thank you.